We're now going to talk with Lindsey Michelle out there in Tennessee. She runs swampdrain.com, writes for a number of publications. I wanted her on because it's a tough day for Trump, or so it seems. I knew she would be fired up to defend him and talk to him. I actually met Lindsey when I was covering a Trump rally, doing a pregame show, etc., in Jackson, Mississippi, not that far from Memphis. And she joins us now. Lindsey, how you feeling?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm fired up today.
Yeah, what's getting you so fired up? What in particular? Take me through the emotions of your day, or at least through this news cycle. How's it work for you?
Well, waking up today and seeing basically the deep state, the Democrat Congress and Senate getting fired up and saying they're going to impeach Trump any way they can. It's nerve-wracking and it's annoying and it's continuous and it's uncalled for.
I like the fact, though, we're seeing what side everyone is on. Enough of this charade that we're all Americans, enough that we're all Republicans, big tent. You know, I am enjoying actually seeing the wagons being circled, at least on our side, especially by military members. I don't know if you saw any of Trump's speech at the Coast Guard Academy, but look, people are revealing their true colors, and that sometimes can be a good thing. Or am I crazy to think that?
No, you're absolutely right. But now we also have Republicans coming out, you know, the Never Trumpers, and two were just announced and came out tweeting saying that they're going to find reason to impeach him.
Who are you talking about?
I mean,
can you just share the names with the audience?
Yeah, Bill Kristol and Ross.
Bill Kristol's a joke.
Delta.
How's his Renegade Party doing? And who was the second one?
Ross Delta.
Oh, that guy. He's a writer, right? Yeah, I don't even... Ross Douthat, or whatever his name is. Yeah, I see his name pop up periodically. He's another one of Kristol's boys, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then you had Justin Amash in Congress, but I like to remind people, sorry if it makes me seem racist or prejudiced, Justin Amash is an Arab. And, you know, let's just keep that in mind. We can say he's an Arab-American member of the Freedom Caucus. He's an Arab. So I'll leave it at that. You know, and people can think what they want of me saying that. I wouldn't take him too seriously. I mean, there's a lot of tequila going on, I'm guessing, on his end. But... Well, did anything make you feel better today? Anything that you're optimistic about? Do you think Trump will fight through this? I mean, people have doubted him before.
Well, you know, I've stood by Trump since day one, and he's a very, very smart man. And people just they don't realize it. You know, he plays 40 chess the whole time. And it's like, exactly, when, you know, this is going on, he's doing this, or he's doing this for this reason, or, I mean, why did he tweet the stuff about Comey saying, oh, you better not release, you know, the leaks, the tapes, whatever. It's like a secret innuendo, you know, he knows what he's doing.
You think he's giving them enough rope that they will eventually hang themselves?
I'm hoping so, yeah.
Fair enough. I'm hoping that might be the best we can hope for today, that you're hoping that. Well, I just wonder what's going on. My sense is Comey probably wishes he had retired a little bit earlier, that no matter what happens with Trump, it's not going to be good for Comey in the long run, that things are going to be learned about him that aren't so good. And by the way, I'm finding it very suspicious that so much is coming out right when we're getting new details about Seth Rich. I don't know if you caught on that. You caught that connection.
Yeah, I did. I saw it the other night when it was being released at midnight, and I was going to write on it, but I didn't get a chance to. And I'm shooting myself in the foot for not getting on it right away. But, yeah, it's all this stuff that's coming up. It's crazy, and I think it's real.
It's interesting. I'm looking through the Gateway Pundit a few minutes ago, and I just see the pictures of some of the people coming up. And as I said before on this show, with enemies like this, who needs friends? I'm looking at Bill Kristol's stupid face. I'm looking at James Clapper, and this, he looks like Mr. Potato Head. And I'm looking at James Comey, and we know about him. I like what Diamond and Silk said on this show about him 2 days ago. They said, Comey, he ain't never been our homie. And I say, not Comey, it's more like Goey. But that sounds better when you actually see it in text, because Comey is not the same as come, but go, you know what I mean? I just don't know. I mean, these do not look like the kind of Americans that George Washington had in mind when he was leading the Revolutionary War as the future of this country. There was something really creepy about them.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I did a report the other day on Comey's brother having ties to the Clinton Foundation.
You know what? Let's talk. I know it's a big law firm and all, and so, it's not that smoking gun, but tell us a little bit about that situation.
Well, basically, it's like, Comey had to have known about this, that, his brother's ties or them donating to the Clinton Foundation and how much, and was he protecting Hillary, or everything's kind of a conspiracy and everything's questionable. We know that he protected Hillary.
Yeah. It's just amazing that the people who said nothing about Bill Clinton meeting with Loretta Lynch and being caught, it's not like they were public about that. And so many scandals involving Clintons, and yes, Obama's abuse of power, have nothing to say about that. And then the smallest thing by Trump, is a Watergate level offense.
Exactly.
Have you had any? Go ahead.
Obama got away with anything and everything, and it was pushed under the rug or covered up, or it was okay because he was,
because he's
a Democrat
black.
or whatever.
You know what? We're all thinking the same thing, or at least
that,
partially
black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that.
I said it. You didn't have to agree. But it's just amazing what people get away with. Well, tell me, what other stories are going through your head? I know you work late nights, and you're putting stories together, making sure it gets out there in a very digestible fashion. I think that's how we can describe Swamp Drain and kind of stories you do, and that are heavily forwarded on Twitter and Facebook. What are the stories? Are you thinking, I have no idea what I'm going to write about at 10 p.m. because it probably hasn't even happened yet?
Well, actually, I'm kind of just getting my day started, and I was about to scroll through Reddit and see what was trending on there, because it's like, if you ever go on Reddit, the Donald subreddit area.
Tell us a little bit about that, because you go through the sources pretty well, the modern sources. I don't go through 4chan and Reddit that much, and it might be instructive to our listeners that if you talk about that for a minute or two.
Well, I don't ever get on 4chan, but I get on the Donald, and they're all about. They're complete patriots. They're scoping out and finding out everything. They're like little detectives over there, and they've got their own little code words, and anybody that's listening, it's not like weird code words. They say stuff like Pepe and Keck and all this stuff, which I don't understand all of it. I kind of understand what Pepe is, the little frog. But, they just find all this stuff and videos and more or less before it hits the mainstream media.
Right.
Or at least Fox News. And pretty much 90% of the time it doesn't make it to the mainstream media anyways, or if it does, they twist it and turn it,
Of course.
But there's a lot of facts on the Donald.
Sure.
The other night when the Seth stuff started breaking out, it's been going on the Donald for a year and a half now. And every day somebody's posting, his name was Seth. Hey, check this out. Look at this meme. They're like little detectives, and they figure out stuff over there. And it's pretty awesome.
It makes your work not only easier, but probably a lot more fun than it would be working at a mainstream media source where they're interested in protecting Hillary and saying anything bad, no matter how untrue, about President Trump. Any final thoughts, Lindsey? And can you also add what people can do if they want to follow you?
Guys, just stay on the Trump train. Trump is the man, and there is a lot of people out there that want to destroy him right now. Whether, it's Democrats, Republicans, the globalists, the deep state, whatever, they're going to fight him. And we just have to support him. We got to stand by him. He is fulfilling every promise that he's made, as much as he can without being, told no or stand down or whatever. But that's my advice for the Patriots out there. And you can look me up. I run a few pages on Facebook. My main page is Trump Train 16, and I blog and write for swampdrain.com.
All right. Thank you, Lindsey Michelle. It's nice talking to you again.